call is now being recorded. So, good evening, everyone. As I was mentioning about the Google Calendar and the latest update, Google just now talked about the certain recent updates, and they will be taking place by 31st of August. It might get reflected in your Google Calendar, provided you are using your official organizational account or having the paid accounts, not meant for the personal account in general. So for today's session, we have planned for the Google Meet. So we are already working, taking our online sessions on the Google Meet. So what all is required to be covered in Google Meet, how to start the Google Meet, I'm sure everyone is aware, but this is important. Those who are say new to this Google Meet, earlier it was known as Google Hangouts. It is renamed only few months back. So as a Google Meet only. Then you start a Google Meet from your computer or Android device. So using the computer, of course, everyone have noticed, you can simply go to your account, respective account, then click on 9, the WEFL, this is, and then look for Meet over here. So it must be available. Even sometimes you may not be able to find that. You can go to the more from Google Workspace, and if it is even still not visible, sometime it is possible, no problem. Just type meet.google.com. Just type meet.google.com and it will take you to your meeting. Okay, it is reminding me about my another meeting, which is today at 6 p.m. So I have already made a request. I'll be joining there by 6:15. So I'll be winding up the class 15 minutes earlier. So there are the ways of starting the meeting. When you check out, click on new meeting. 3 options will be there. Create a meeting for later. When you click on this, a new link will be created. Just copy that link and remember to save it, because if you have shared with someone and you even forget that, so you will not be able to start that meeting. So click on this, copy this, and then share with anyone. So using that link, you can start that meeting at any time, n number of times. So it is recurring type of a meeting, but time is not fixed. You want to start that meeting today, just now, or maybe after 1 hour, or maybe tomorrow, or maybe after 2 months. So choice will be purely yours. One link is created and that can be used for your all future meetings. Next option is the start an instant meeting. So when I click on this start an instant meeting, start on instant, and it will automatically start with the new meeting. Once a new meeting is started, you can check it out. This is actually, I'm using my different account. So you all can see, I can invite the members from here. Click on add others. You can enter the Gmail IDs of the all members you want to invite to this ongoing meeting which you have already started, or you can again share the meeting link. Just copy this and you can share with the members on their email account or even WhatsApp, so they can just click on this link and they can be a part of this ongoing meeting. You can also observe that there is the option of here as closed caption, CC. This is actually, when I click on this, you can see captions have been turned on, and by default it is in English. It is by default in English. So now you can check it out. Okay, whatever I'm speaking, it is being typed over here. So this is a very, very beautiful feature. There are 5 different other languages in which this can be done. When I click on this language option, by default, it's in English. I can also choose French, German, Portuguese, and Spanish. So only 5 languages, and Spanish also the Mexico or versus the Spain version. So I have no basic more idea about this, but yes, Spanish language, other 2 are possibilities. So 5 different languages only that CC is available. Once I click on this again, it is closed. Then you see that when I click on this option, present now at the center, when I click on this, it will give me the three different options. Your entire screen if you want to share, or you want to share a specific window or a specific tab. I generally prefer to choose between the first and second option. Let me quickly demonstrate the difference. When I click on, say, your entire screen, when I click on your entire screen and select that screen, and whatever is now happening on my laptop, whichever window I am opening, or even if I am using opening my some files, so everything that will be visible to everyone in the meeting. Then you can see there is the other option. I'm using the Meet extension, so you can check it out. Is my screen visible? No. Okay. So I hope my screen is now visible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So let me go back, and another option is when I am presenting, one is the whole screen. The other option is I can choose a window only. When I click on a window, so if any another window is open, only one tab will be shared with you all. So you will not be able to see what all things are happening on my laptop, even if I'm checking out some my files and folders from my laptop. Now this will not be visible to you. And the third option is about a tab, and this is preferred when I am showing some specific video. I am opening some YouTube video and I want to demonstrate, show that video to you. So for that best quality, we prefer to use that. So this is my personal choice to go for the first or the second option. Next is about,
So your screen is not visible.
yeah, I'm doing that. And the next option is, check it out, the more options. These are the three dots. This refer to the more options. When I click on this, you can see there is the option of the whiteboarding. Whiteboard refer to the Jamboard. When I click on the Jamboard, I can start a new jam or I can choose from the drive. So if I already have created few jam, I can use that, or I can even start a new jam board. So what exactly is this jam board? I'll be talking about that in my last session which I have planned, but that is basically your whiteboarding. So soon I click on this, you must have received one message in the ongoing meeting in your chat. Please check that out. Right. So soon I started with a new jam, and here are the options for choosing the color, and I can use my stylus pen to write over here. So there are lot many options which are possible, but that I'm going to cover later on. So I can clear the frame, I can set the background like this, or even I can have this graph paper, or even I can have 20 total jams which can be created. So these are there are, I can have the sticky note, I can go on adding the image, the basic shapes can be get added, I can write, and even I can point out on something. So that kind of a pointer is available. So these are different options, but that we'll be covering later on.
So there is no message in the chat box for this.
Are you sure? Everyone, please confirm.
Sir, hey,
Yes, sir.
I
chat
can
box
see
में
your
है
message.
The
information.
Please
link
check
is
it out.
there in the chat box.
It is there.
Yes, sir, it's there.
Yeah, this is the by default feature. Soon I start a jam, it will be automatically created. I don't have to send this link. Automatically sent by the Google. Anyway, and I'm not using the jam. I'm just demonstrating you. Next is about the recording feature. Since I'm using my official account, you can check it out. When I go to these three dots, refer these triangle, square, and circle type of a thing, it's activities. When I click on this, you can see one option was whiteboarding as the Jamboard, the other was the recording. So I already have started with the recording. Once I again click on this, it will ask me to stop the recording. But if you are using your free Gmail account, the only thing is the recording feature is not available. Then you can check it out. There are the options for change the layout. When I click on this, it is auto as now selected. I can go for the tiled layout, and you can see that certain changes slide bar. You must have noticed now the names are coming on the right hand side. When I click on tiled, it was in a tiled form. When I click on slide, and spotlight is referring to a one specific person who is a presenter. So the presenter will be actually spotlighted. But generally, I prefer to go for say tiled or slide bar. It is again your choice. 49 persons can be shown in one go. Since right now I'm sharing my screen also all together, so you can see on screen only 9 names are coming. Only 8 or 9 names are coming, right? But if I stop screen sharing, it is, and if there are say more than 40 members or up to 49 members, so their name and their photo images like this, that will be visible. Again, when I click on any one of them, you can check it out. I can pin any person. So sometime it happens that I am sharing a screen and you may complain that your screen is not visible, right? So what exactly is required? Go to that name if I'm sharing that and click on pin on the screen. So when I pin that, so this will be visible on the screen itself. So I can always pin and I can always unpin that. Even there is the option to remove the member from the call directly from here, right? So I can remove the call and I can pin the, but there is no option to unmute the members here. Again, there are certain limitations in the Google Meet. In Zoom, we can definitely do it, but in this plan, we cannot unmute anyone, right? Next option is, this is of course everyone aware, it's a chat. So hello everyone. So here you will receive the message and we can start go on chatting on this. But again, in some of the software you must have observed or apps that you can talk to person in a private chat, right? But here it is not possible. If I'm sending a message, it will be shared and be seen by everyone. I cannot make the co-host here in my this free plan. But if I, that is the only difference. If I go for Google Workspace for Education, not the fundamental but the paid plan, then they will be providing me the extra facilities. And one of them is the automatic attendance. The other one is the features like question answers and the polls and the breakout rooms and making the person as co-host, so they will be get added. But these are all paid feature. So of course the features which are already paid, they are not going to ask in the examination. I'm just sharing for your information. Again, coming to this more option, you can check it out, the option for the full screen. Of course, I can go directly full screen from here. Escape daba diya, I am back. Then I can change the background. Oh, for background, I must have kept my camera open. Okay, so you can check it out. When I click on this change background, This is the original view. When I click on the various backgrounds, so I can blur my background, or even I can choose some different backgrounds like this. But unless I have a green screen at my back, you can see my photo is not very clear, right? So when I move my head, so there will be some distortion. You must have observed that, right? So I generally do not prefer to go with the background unless I have a green screen, or otherwise I prefer to blur the background like this. Again, this is your personal choice. Then coming to the use of phone for audio, this feature is available only in America. Then report the problem, abuse, anything, troubleshoot, that you can always see. Then there is a very important thing about the settings. When I click on settings, audio, video, and the host control. In audio, you can see I'm speaking, my phone is selected. These are my default Microsoft, which is already get selected. And even the speaker, I can go on test. So they are by default got selected. Sometimes it happens that we go on, say I'm using my headphone, or I am using connecting my some another device for the audio, right? So that speaker phone, so that will be changed from here. When I click on video, you can see integrated camera. I'm using my laptop camera only, and the laptop camera do not have a very good quality. So if I might have used some different camera, a webcam can be also used, so have the better quality. It would be there. You can check it out. I by default the send resolution and receive resolution are 360p, but I have changed this to 720. This is very, very important for you to understand. If your internet connection is slow, or maybe say the student's internet connection is slow, then it is highly recommended they go for the SD, the 360p resolution. Or if your internet is Wi-Fi and fiber and it is very good quality internet, then only go for the high definition. Same way, receiving, go for high definition. Then it is the host control. When I click on host control, share this screen. So of course, when I close this option, no one of you can be able to share the screen. Otherwise, if any one of you have started sharing the screen, my screen would be not visible and other screen will be visible, right? But this option is available in the school account. In free account, Gmail account, you cannot control that. Anyone can overwrite and start with their own screen over there. Again, there are so few other options. You can check it out. Quick access options, again in the organizational account. When I select this, the host must join first. Only people invited can join without asking. People can't join anonymously. Only host can dial out for the meetings. और ये तो US के लिए सिर्फ रहा है. So there are lot many settings like this which you should be aware of. Host control are visible from here also. The same controls are over here also. So this is all about the now your Google Meet, and this is I'm using my official account. If I already mentioned, if I use my say personal account and I start with any meeting, okay, I can also schedule a meeting in a Google Calendar. That we'll be talking about very soon. So when I click on say starting an instant meeting, you will see that there are certain changes. Change in a way, some limitations are there. What kind of a limitations? When I click on these options of activities, recording is not available here, right? But if I am into my school account, extra feature is of the recording is provided. Similarly, when I'm using my free account, when I go to say the host control, some lesser controls are visible. Some lesser control, you can see that over here. But when I go to my official account, you can always see that there are more of the options are available. You can always raise your hand in the ongoing meeting. Suppose a meeting is going on, and definitely we do not want the person should instantly start speaking, and it is always advisable to keep your audio at least off, and if desirable then only you speak, or you can always use the option of the hand raise. So once you click on this hand raise, you can check it out. The option would be there. Amit Bajaj has raised the hand. So that will be the basic idea. As a presenter, I will get to know, yes, Anil sir has raised his hand. So now I know that he might be asking some doubt, or maybe he's demonstrating. So Anil sir, any doubt?
No, sir. I was just
Okay.
demonstrating.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. So that way, I mean, as a presenter, I can get to know and I can answer the questions or any challenge faced by any of the member. So any doubt to anyone in the Google Meet? Because now we'll be directly coming to the calendar. Meet is in fact a very small topic in journal. So this is the Meet link, that address for that. And when I click on this meeting details, this I icon is there. So this is for the information. When I click on this I, you can get the joining info. Sometime it happens that the meeting is going on and I'm not sure, okay, now I want to send this link to someone. So two options, you click on this show everyone, and then from here you can add the people. So these are all the members who are right now in our meeting, or I can click on this information and get the copy joining info, and that can be shared in a WhatsApp group, or it can be shared via Gmail also. Okay, ma'am, no problem. Okay, so next we will be talking about let me quickly check out if anything is left out in Meet. How to invite others, share your screen, managing your bandwidth. I already talked about that. So if your bandwidth and your internet connection is poor, in that case, go for 360p only. How to see everyone's screen, वो भी मैंने बता दिया है. How to start that using calendar, that I'm focusing on. Then it is only about Google Meet versus the YouTube Live. Both are by the Google only, right? But the only point is when you go for a YouTube Live, it is recorded always. In your personal Gmail account, Google Meet is not recorded. But if you are using your personal account and if it is verified by Google, then you can go for your YouTube Live, and that will be always recorded on the YouTube forever. Google Meet, 100 participants are only possible. As you must be aware of this fact, only 100 participants can join this meeting maximum. Even if it is my school plan, this only offer, because this is a fundamental and a free plan, it offer only 100 members maximum. But if I go for the paid plan, it can be increased to 250 members. Then Google Meet for online meeting, conferences and discussions, we can always make use of it. Download the attendance, that's the Chrome extension, because many a time, and remember, downloading of the attendance is referring to the Chrome extension, and for that you cannot use your mobile device. For mobile device, you will see the same and a similar kind of a layout and the features, right? But recording, of course, is not available for your free account, and even for your official account, you cannot use mobile phone. And at the same time, you cannot have any of the extension. I am using this particular extension. As you can see, there is a Google Meet attendance list. I already have talked about how to install the Chrome extension. So this is a very good extension, and it gives me the attendance of the participant quickly. Let me show you the demo for the same. When I click on this and click on save attendance, so attendance is now automatically saved by this, and once I end the meeting, it will be shown to me. Then recording, I already have talked about. Any quick question from this Google Meet? So here is the attendance. You can check it out. Okay, so no question. So let's quickly come to the Google Calendar. So Google Calendar is basically meant for creating the events and setting the reminders and your task, and you can schedule your meetings using your calendar. So how to enter into the Google Calendar? One option, Google Apps, Waffle, look for calendars. So here's the option calendar, or otherwise calendar.google.com. So calendar.google.com. So it will take you to your respective calendar. So this is my personal calendar. You can see. So this is the basic layout. Now check it out. There is the option of create, but we'll be using create after I have my calendar being selected. On the left hand side panel, you can see there are lot many calendars. So it is not only one calendar. Using one Gmail account, in that one account you can have n number of calendars. So one calendar may be related to my online workshops, one may be related to my PTMs, one may be related to my some GG sessions or some my classes and all that. So I can create the different calendars, and using that different calendar I can go on creating the events in that. So the only problem, you can see there are lot many calendars, so it might be making confusing you, because in your calendar it is possible only 2-3 things are visible. So let me quickly use my some different calendar, but at the same time please check this out. When I go to say current month August, you can see there is 6 p.m. there is a scheduled meeting for me. I have to join that meeting. So every detail is available over here. So this is created by some Vishal at the rate drvaria.in. So he has shared this meeting link with me. So I can simply click on this link and can join that ongoing meeting. So you can check it out. When I click on this is some another meeting where I am also invited by Dr. Varia and so on. So there are lot many meeting links you can see. There I am invitee. But how to create your own calendars? So let me quickly talk about that and go to my another account. Please check this out. And by default, you will see only these things. Amit Bajaj, because I am the owner of this calendar, this is one calendar. Then birthdays, if I have added the birthdays of my friends over here, or same I have my Facebook friends, their birthdays, and if I've integrated that with that, so that can also be shown over here. Then there are the options for the reminder and task. They are available over here. I'll be talking about that very soon. So let me uncheck all these. Even there are the options for the holidays in India. So this is a default calendar provided. This is in the heading of other calendars. I can always check this off. So there is no event planned. Now you can see a blank layout. Blank slate is there. Nothing is planned, right? Now how I can plan any event. So select the calendar, or let me do one thing. Let me create a new calendar. Let's begin with creating a new calendar. So on the other calendars, please see this option of plus. This is very important. Definitely it will be asked in the examination. Create a calendar with some specific name. So let me click on this plus sign. Check out the second option. Create new calendar. I can subscribe to the others calendars, or I can import the other calendars. I will if time permits, I will demonstrate that. But in level 1 examination, actually this is not required. The only basic thing is creating a new calendar. So when I click on create new calendar, it will ask for the name. So this is my demo PCE L1, right? So this is 21st August 2021. So this is the way, I mean, whatever name you want to give, you can always give that. You can give the description of this calendar, whatever you want, you can do that. Then the time zone is by default selected as our IST, Indian Standard Time. You can change from here, not required. I am the owner using my this account. And then simply click on create calendar. And you can see now the calendar is created. I can configure this from here itself, or now when I go back, please check it out. There is the option to go back, and now you can see there is the calendar demo GCL1, and it is by some new color. I can always change the color as per my choice. So what is the, I think I did remove that calendar, or maybe in the hidden. Okay, let me create another calendar. I think I have deleted accidentally. I have no idea what has happened. So let me create a new calendar again. So demo GCE L1 say new, and I give some description. This description is optional, and quickly let me create the calendar. Yes, so I can go from here to my calendar, I can go back, or I can configure this from here itself. A lot many options are available. This is my calendar I have just created. Now what I want, is creating a duplicate calendar. There is some technical issue I can see. Okay, anyway, so this is the demo calendar I have just created. Now please check it out. When I say click on today's 21st, let's say for Monday 23rd, I want to create some event. So anywhere on this 23rd, you can click. Notice what happened. Click anywhere on 23rd, and I can go on adding the, say, practice class, any name, or you can have, say, PTM or some demo session. You can see there are the options of event and task only. Event and task. At the same time, let me now open and show you a calendar using my official account. Oh, sorry. So that you will be able to understand the basic difference. So this is, you can see this is Google over here, and it is controlled by my school, right? So this is my official school account wala calendar. So you can see I have my demo sessions जो मैं अभी ले रहा हूँ वो इसके थ्रू मैंने प्लान करे हैं, because I am keeping the record of everything, right? So you can check it out. Lot many again calendars are here. When I click on, say, 25th, anywhere, check out the options: event, out of office, task, and appointment slots. But when I go to my personal account, only event and task is available. Here, two extra options, out of office and the appointment slots. So that I will be talking very soon. So when I have to say create some event, I can go on selecting the date and the time. Click on add time. So I want say tomorrow at say 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. 1.5 hour meeting is being scheduled, and find a time option. I will take that later on. Main important is add guest. When I click on add guest, I can enter the email ID of the person, and add Google Meet video conferencing. If you want the person to get the direct video link, I have shown my another calendar by Dr. Varia, wherein a direct link for that meeting was given to me via calendar. Click on this, and the meeting link is automatically generated. Up to 100 participants can be there. I can also add the location, right? So I can say select say Rohini. This is purely optional, so it will pick from the calendar. It's not right now working. I can also add the description about this. So I have named this as a practice class. So this is for regarding your practice class. So any message can be typed. I can make it bold, italic, lot many features. Links can be inserted. And this is important from examination point of view also. Add attachment. So when I click on add attachment, it will give me the option to choose the file from my drive or the recent files on which I was working. So I say select any of the file on which I was working, or I can go to my drive, right? Or even I can upload as a usual method. I can upload any file from the laptop and then click on upload. So better idea is you can go for say Word document, or maybe say you can create your docs here directly, right? So that option is possible. Go to the recent and I can choose my docs from here, right? So say some attachment, I can go for adding the more attachment. You can see demo GCL1 new. Sometimes it happens that I have chosen some wrong calendar. I can always have the option to choose if I need to use this calendar or this calendar. So I can change that also. I can have the option to show people that whether I am busy or free. So say busy, and default visibility. These are basic settings. I want this default visibility as public, right? So everyone, if this calendar is shared, they will see that I am given my visibility as a busy. I can add the notification. Again, this is very important from examination point of view. Please check this out. Add notification. Click on this. So I want to set the reminder 10 minutes before this meeting start. So what was the time? Monday, 11 a.m. So I have chosen a time 10 minutes before. So 10 minutes before there will be the email message, right, to the person that there is a meeting. And then even when I click on another add notification, I can customize this time also. Even the email notification, check out this option of more options. Again, this is important. This has some more hidden features. Click on more options. This type of a screen will open. So few things we already have entered over here, right? Check this out. Now when I click on add notification and click on notification again, I'm doing it again. Please focus over here. When I click on add notification and then click on this inverted triangle, there is the option of email. Select email and then you can choose that the person will get the email 15 minutes before the event is supposed to start. Right. Then I can go on adding the guest from here as well. So I already have added one guest. So I can add, say, another guest. I'll quickly show you what will happen once I have added these guests. Two guests are added over here. And then look at these three options. Very important. I do not prefer to go for the first one. First one I will never select. Modify the event. So if I choose this option, what will happen? The guest will have the authority to change the date and time. So if you are creating the calendar and you want to make your principal as the editor, then of course you can go for modifying this time and all the details. But otherwise, I never prefer to go for modify event. Then another option is invite others. So if these are two members who are being added by me, now they can invite other members. They can send the emails to the others also. Once I uncheck this, they even cannot invite the others. The last option is about the see guest list. When I uncheck, the first person will not be able to know that who others are invited. So these names are self-explanatory. So this is my guest list. So imagine this is the some person X, this is some other person Y. So this is not say Amit Bajaj over here, right? So when I click on see guest list, so person X will be able to see all the invitees of this particular meeting. Now you can see the option of find a time over here. Sometimes it happens you are setting up a meeting and you want to make sure that the other person is to whom I am inviting as the guest, they are available. So how we can be sure about this? When I go to find a time, I must be available with the calendar shared by this person, right? So if the calendar is not available, then of course I have no option. So I have chosen this particular time. If I have got the calendar of this person with me, so it will show that during this particular time, this guest is not available. So I can always change the time. This is drag and drop. So I can go on changing the time like this, or I can even change the time from here as well. So find a time option will be only available and it will be highlighted by some different color over here if this person has given me the authority to see his calendar. So there are the methods how this can be done, but that is again not in level 1 examination. So once if I am done with all the settings, I can click on save. Check it out, the option. Would you like to send invitation email to the Google Calendar guest? Of course, yes. And then some people need access to a file. Remember, I have attached one image file. So I am sharing that. So it is reminding me. So what type of a right I want to give them. So generally say I'm preferring them as to the viewer of that file and click on invite. Now, let me quickly take you to this account. Oh, it's not added here. Yeah, it is here. Yes. Let me go to the Gmail. So I must, as a guest, have received the invitation? So please check this out. This person invitation practice class, that was the name which I have given. The photo.jpg, this file was attached. So you must have observed, while even your mobile phone, if you open any of the invitation, this type of a layout will come. So you can check it out. Practice class is there. Monday 23rd, 11 a.m. to 12:30. As I have said that, I haven't mentioned anything else. And now I have the option to accept this invitation. I can reject this, or I am in dicey. So I can say maybe I will join, maybe I will not join. Once I say click on yes, and now if I go back to my calendar, this was the calendar, and you can see this one yes and one awaiting, because I haven't used this login. And when I go to that particular account, I can always say I am not interested, so I can go for no. This is optional, but you can see once I have accepted the invitation, as the owner of this calendar, I will get the instant notification that this person has accepted this invitation and is ready to join this. So what all other options? Since the meeting link was enabled, so when I click on this meeting link as a guest, I will be able to join that meeting link without asking that person now, because he has only invited me, right? But as of now, the meeting is not started. It was scheduled for 23rd. इसलिए ऐसा दिख रहा है. I can click on the attachment and I can attach the agendas. So some document can be attached. Okay, this is the agenda for today's meeting. This has to be done. Oh, this reminded me about the newly GEG formed in Delhi West, and I am given the opportunity for becoming the leader for GEG Delhi West. I will be sharing a link with you, so that I request every one of you to join that particular WhatsApp group, and other links as I've kept that over here. So I'll be sharing certain links with you of the WhatsApp, the Facebook group, the Twitter account. I'm sure you all are now on Twitter and Insta. So अब ये नहीं है कि सिर्फ बच्चे होते हैं इंस्टा पर और young generation. Education is taking place at Twitter as well as Insta also. So, and the Telegram and a YouTube link. So I would humbly request all the members, because this GEG will be launched on most likely on Teachers Day, 5th of September. But at the same time, I am inviting only the members who are a part of this classes. So I expect that when I share that form with you, you are going to fill that form and joining this journey for becoming a part of this GEG Delhi West. Okay, so this is about how I can send the invite. Let me now check out what all other things are left out. Reminder, notification, scheduling a meeting, calendar to send invites, it's covered. Attach a shared document or any file, as I have attached some image. So any file can be attached. Okay, next is about embedding a Google Calendar. Before I talk about that, this is my official account. You can see there are two different options: out of office and appointment slot. So demo for appointment slot, right? So when I choose appointment slot, I am using my student teacher's account, right? So all the students have their accounts also given by the Google. Now it is referred and meant for setting up the PTM timings. Say I have to go for some online meeting. I'm planning some meeting on say 25th of August starting at 9 a.m. till say 1 p.m. on 26th August. Sorry, 25th. ये लंबी हो गई ज़्यादा. So 25th August से 9 a.m. से 1 p.m. 4 hours PTM, or let me call this as demo PTM appointment. And then I want every parent to be given in online 15 minutes time. So let me keep this as 15, and I can go on choosing the calendar which I want to use for this. So it hardly matter. Then I can even save it. And where is it? Check this out. 25th over here, but I haven't invited anyone. Click on this, and now you can see, go to appointment page for this calendar. Go to appointment page. So this kind of a view is available. There is no appointment. Which account I'm using? The school account. Okay, again, the problem is because of the multiple accounts being used here. Let me edit this event and this is using official account only, so it must be visible over here. 25th. Now you check it out. This is invited sent to this Amit Bajaj @CRPS, something like that. A parent has got this. I have the option to choose as a parent a slot for the same. Say I choose this particular slot, and I can book the appointment. I can give the name. Okay, I am the parent of so and so, though it will be, because this is using the official account, so teacher will automatically get the idea about the same, and I click on save. So this appointment is now saved. So you can see now this has been removed from here. So when this invitation is sent to some different parents, right? So if that is sent to say some parent, this is parent, and let me save it, send the invitation, invite all guests. And now when I go to my Gmail account as a parent, I must have received an appointment option to choose the appointment for the PTM slot. Check this out. It's over here. When I click on this, this multiple account always create a lot of problem here. One 729, it's here. 25th was set, and this is in the same account 1729. View on say Google Calendar. So 25th. So I must have seen that option. This is not available. I don't know why. This is the Google My 9 a.m. This is invited. I go to appointment page. Next available appointment slot. So you can check it out now. This slot has been already taken by one of the parent. Now I want to choose some different time. You can see when I hover over it, it is demonstrating that Wednesday 25th August 10:30 a.m. to 10:45 a.m. So 15-minute slot was selected. When I click on this, I can get my confirmation from here. So that way I can make use of this appointment slots. Now there are certain settings, you can check it out. When I say go to my any calendar, please see 3 dots are here. When I click on these 3 dots, settings and sharing. Settings and sharing, click on this, and now you can check it out whether I want to make it public. If I want to make this calendar as public, I can get the shareable link. I can copy that link, and when I share with anyone, so if say I have shared that link with anyone, so person can paste it in a browser and my whole calendar will be visible to that person. Then you can see I want to share my calendar with a specific people. Remember I was talking about finding a time. So if I want for finding a time a situation, so I can add the email ID of that person, and then in that person's calendar, all the events will be visible. Then it is about event notifications and other settings. In level 1, it is not required. Then another important thing is public URL of this calendar. Please check this out. Public URL, copy this. Again, when I say share with anyone, my whole calendar, but with some different layout will be visible. So on 23rd, I created this 11 a.m. practice class only, right? So that way my calendar is visible. Week-wise view, month-wise view, that can also be done. I can even go for month, the previous month, everything can be done from here. So this is the public URL of my calendar. Even I can embed the calendar. So you can check out embedding the calendar is actually, let me quickly demonstrate this. Embedding the calendar, you must have noticed this is the Daily West website which I am preparing. It is under construction. So, but you will see there is the option of, you will be learning about how to create such website. So you can see there is the option I have given as a calendar. When I click on calendar, remember you must have noticed that the person's calendar and everything is visible. Now this is a blank calendar. This is by my new account, and some of the other events you can see over here in this calendar. So how these calendars can be embedded in the websites, how this can be done? There is the option for embedding. Let me quickly copy that link. I forget whether I copied that link or not. So this embed code, let me copy that code. Control C. And when I go back to my website view, there is the option for embedding. When I click on embed code, embedding the code, and when I click on this code, this is all programming, and I do not know ABC of the programming, hardly matters. I just need to know where I need to copy and paste this. right? And click on next. It will show me the layout of this calendar, and then I can simply insert this calendar. So my calendar is inserted. I can always resize that. So that we will learn later. So this way you can embed your calendar also. Then there are other options, public address in iCal. Now this is not required at all, right? If you want to delete your calendar, let's say the purpose of this demo GC is over and otherwise you will have n number of calendars created, just click on delete and the calendar will be deleted. Then there are lot many other settings. I would suggest you to kindly go through them. So check it out, very easy to understand. You will find there is the option for create. One option is you click directly, or you click on create. They will give you the same option. So click on create option, create button, or click anywhere and then you will have the same options. And remember, since demo GC1 calendar is selected over here, so it is event which is created in demo GC1. More options I already did talk about, so you should be aware of this. Adding the title is important. Then you will find there are the options of selecting or looking at your calendar month wise or even day wise. When I click on day wise, so this is showing me the calendar of, so let me go to today. So 21st August का calendar starting morning से ये दिखाना शुरू कर देगा 1 AM से लेकर. I can go for this view. I can go for a week view. 15th August, 16th August, 17th August, and so on. I can go for a month view. I generally recommend month view. Choice is yours. Again, year view, that can also be done. Then we have the setting menu over here. Please check this out. Setting. Click on setting. Density and color. I haven't noticed any difference when even I change this. So no difference is being at least noticed by me, but this type of a question came in the MCQ, that what type of the option for density and color is available. So classic and modern, ये बस आपको पता होना चाहिए. So sometimes things are meant for the MCQs. Even if I change this layout, I did not note any specific change in my calendar view. But yes, there is a setting you should know about this. I can go on the get add-on from here, which will improve or increase the functionality of my calendar. Again, not required in level 1. Again, go to the settings, basic settings for choosing the language, country, date format, time format, that you can always change from here. So what type of a specific format you want, time zone, not only one time zone, you can even go on adding the many time zones, and the word clock can be added. Word clock, because now we are working globally, right? So we are now connecting people who are working from US or Canada or say any other country. So what exactly is the time zone? What time is there when it's 5 p.m. Over here? So what is the time over there? So that can always be shown when I start creating my calendar. So that again options are there. You can easily verify and check them out. So settings is important, and time zone, the word clock. I have set my default meeting timing whenever I'm creating a new event as 90 minutes. You can always make it 60 minutes or whatever time you want, and it is automatically saved. You can check out, it is automatic saved. I don't need to click on any save button, right? So what type of a notification you want, another view options. You want your week to start from Sunday, or maybe from Monday. So these type of options are also available. Then last thing I will tell you about, this is very interesting. Please check this out. I already talked about changing of the color. So this is using the blue color. You can see the color over here. When I say choose the different color, so you must have noticed this. So another different color is being selected. So if I have many calendars over here, I can have different color for my different calendars. On the right hand side panel, you can see there are the options for the keep and task and the maps. These three dots for add-on, I can go on adding add-on from here or from the settings as well. So this will be covered in the next session about keep and task and how they can be integrated with the Google Calendar. Check out this plus sign. Other calendars may plus sign. I already talked about creating a new calendar. And then this is important, subscribe to a calendar. When I go to subscribe to a calendar, I must be aware of the iCal code of that calendar. So when I go on Google and it is possible to get the iCal of some calendar, say Government of India. So they must have created the iCal for their calendar. By default, it is already added as holidays in India. And I am looking for say holidays in US. So there can be a possibility that government of US might have created the iCal document. You can search for that iCal for US holidays, something like that. So USA calendar subscription, can you check this out? You can go to that and there will be the option to download that calendar. Once you download that calendar, so there must be some option. You can see over here, copy text, and there are the options. Every step is mentioned over here. Or I can go for Google Calendar, how it can be added. So lot many options can be taken, but of course in level 1 examination, it is not required. And another very interesting feature is I can go to the import option. When see import, one option is import from here. Once I have downloaded and got that calendar, say I was talking about USA calendar. So that calendar iCal file will be visible over here like this. I just need to select that file and open that. All the events and holidays and anything in that calendar, that will be now visible in my calendar. A very similar kind of a layout and a view is available when you use the mobile app. It is highly recommended if I'm using any Google tool on my laptop or my mobile, I must sync the same account on both the devices. So that if I make any change in this account over here in this calendar, it will be quickly visible in my Google account and then mobile app. So anything you want to search, you can always go for search option, month view. I have explained everything which is required. N number of calendars can be created. I can cancel any, click on cross, delete the calendar. ये 3 डॉट याद रखिए, वैसे दिखाई नहीं देंगी. एग्जाम में आपको इसकी सेटिंग चेंज करनी है तो यू हैव टू होवर ओवर इट, फिर ही ये 3 डॉट दिखाई देंगी. क्लिक ऑन दीज 3 डॉट्स एंड देन यू हैव दिस सेटिंग्स एंड शेयरिंग ऑप्शंस. Recall this. So all the settings related to the specific calendar you have created will be visible from here. Then find a time, use resource calendar to reserve the time. Now again, this option is not available in the school account. Also, I am quickly demonstrating a screenshot of the same, so you can check it out. Remember such kind of a layout, event details, find a time, and then the guest and the room option. You have seen the only guest option, not the room option, because this is not available in the free plan or even in the fundamental education plan. In a paid plan, there is the option for the room also. What does that mean? Available room. Sometimes it happens case, say there is a AV room. Imagine a situation, there is a art there is say AV room in your school, where there is a big television with the internet connection, and you can bring your students to that particular room. But if some teacher has already booked that room, so what we usually do, we talk to the teacher, we have some register, we inform the lab attendant, and we have the entry for the same. But everything is online. So here we are booking the room also. So say there is some specific room for my say AV, art and visual room is there, and then the calendar for that room is created by the admin of that room, right, or so called our lab attendant as such, and they can enter everything. Say English department has already booked that room for 11 a.m. on for tomorrow. So when I click on this and I try to book that room, it will not be available. But if no booking is there, I can book that room from here also. So this type of the option is available in the paid plan. Another new feature I was talking about, okay, I can leave that, I can cover that later on. So this is all from my side. If you have any question, please feel free to ask. Any question from your side related to the calendar?
No, sir.
Okay, so module 7 reflection, I'll be sharing that all the links with you. I have my another meeting, so today I'll be ending the class 15 minutes earlier. So our next class is scheduled on 28th of August, 5 p.m., wherein we'll be talking about Gmail, tasks, keep, groups, and chats. So these are very, very small topics. If I talk about task, it will take only 10 minutes. Chats will take only 10 minutes. Group might take only 20 minutes. So focus will be major. It's on the Gmail specifically, but they are all the parts of our examination. So they may be asked in the MCQ form. So if you have any doubt, you can always reach me out. As already mentioned, I will be sharing certain links with you. So I wish that all of you join this GEG Daily West and be a part of it, because there are the future plans to organize many free sessions, not only related to the Google, but related to the various ed tools also. So you can be a part of that. You can also conduct these sessions also on behalf of GEG Daily West. So this all depends how much you are taking the interest in the same. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Thank
Yeah.
you so
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. You can leave the meeting now. Yeah. Thank you.